I'm Brian Stiller, and I welcome you to the series of Hope in Crises. When you and I are caught within a swirling, confusing, and upending circumstance, we're so fixed on just keeping our heads above water that when someone comes along with a suggestion that we need to think differently, not only does it sound absurd, but one might be downright offended. We, by necessity, deal with what's at hand. When a loved one is struggling to breathe, we don't ask ourselves about the way we think. No, we look for a doctor. We search out medical help. But once the panic has ceased, then ask, how am I seeing this pandemic? What is my first response to my loss of a job, the precipitous slide of my retirement funds, or the simple, overwhelming numbers of infections and deaths? For many, fear triggers panic. The unknown cascades into anger. Confusion latches on to conspiracy theories. Political bias gets trapped by arrogance. Personal well-being trumps the needs and interests of others. So we ask, what's the lens through which I am looking? How we see life is called perspective. Not what I see, but how I see. One way of seeing is called hope. This means being realistic, facing reality, seeing what is, but believing that all we see is not the totality of what is, nor is it the final decider of what in time it becomes. Let me use an example of hope. Noah, who secured living animals from a flood, one day was told to look out a window of the ark and see what was in the sky. There, arcing across the sky, was a multicolored rainbow. Today, it's a universal symbol of hope. And what makes up that hope? What is the essential character of that historic and universal symbol? It's that it's there for us all. Now, Noah could have ignored it. Noah could have denied that it existed. Noah could have pretended it had nothing to do with his circumstance. But there it is, promising that this is not the end. After the storm, the sun will shine. Now, this isn't psychobabble, creating a phony message so we might feel better. In this creation, God, creator and sustainer, is here, has always been, and will always be here for you. And why is that so? Well, I see two reasons. First, because God is here and on your side. He takes that which befuddles us and says, it's not a mystery to me. He looks in the face of that which brings fear and says, trust me. He walks the pathways of infection and death and says, I've been here before and I'm here with you today. Hope is yours for the taking. But secondly, hope is made up of God's promise of life. Easter is about two clashing realities. First, the death of Jesus was about him taking on evil and death, and then he died. In that cosmic moment, all that's evil, all that is death-enhancing, all that is destructive, Jesus took it on himself. Then, and here is that which ensures that our hope is not fiction, he broke the chains and bondage of evil, and in his rising from the dead, defeated that which defeats us, evil. As we take hold of his promises in that moment, what we see is itself not changed, but how we see it is changed. God is realistic. He doesn't ask us to deny what is real. God is honest. He doesn't ask us to pretend that what is isn't. God is truthful. He doesn't ask us to turn truths into falsehoods. My friend, pause. Put down your fear. Set aside your anxiety. Not by pretending things aren't as bad as they are, but by knowing now, in this moment, that the God of creation is with you. He's your defense, protector, and above all, he's your friend. Here's my prayer for you today. Join me, Creator of life, Savior and King. I understand that hope helps me see what you offer. Hope enables my fatigued mind to grasp your promise. Hope opens my eyes to see not only the rainbow, but you here and now. Hope generates trust that you will be here for me tomorrow. Today, Lord, I choose to trust you. Today I ask you into my life. Lift the burdens of my failures and fears, and bring a fresh renewing of your presence into my life. Then I know you will help me reframe how I see life, so that what is will be seen within a new awareness that I am yours and you are mine. Amen.